Welcome to today's webinar brought to you by Baxter Media. My name is Eilish. I'm your host from Baxter, and our presenter today is Sean Russo from Virgin Voyages. He's the sales manager for Canada. So welcome, Sean. Thank you for being here. And we're also very excited to have with us Charlie Sylvia, who is the Vice President of Trade Relations at Cruise Lines International Association, who will be providing a brief update from CLIA in just a moment. And with that, I'll pass things over to Charlie for the update from CLIA, and I'll pull up those slides now for you, Charlie.
Thank you, Eilish, and thanks to the entire team at Baxter Media and my good friend Sean from Virgin Voyages, and to all of you folks. My name is Charles Sylvia. I'm Vice President of Trade Relations and Industry Special Envoy with CLIA. And for those of you who might be new to the business, CLIA is Cruise Lines International Association. We're the Worldwide Cruise Industry Trade Association, headquartered in Washington, D.C. And my team and I, we serve all of you. We serve travel advisors and travel agency owners throughout Canada and the United States, and it's our privilege to do so. Feel free, if you can scan my QR code, feel free to give me a follow on social media. And I promise that I'll always be posting valuable content that you can use and even share to create awareness among your prospects and clients of the virtues of cruise travel and all sorts of really fun factoids that really are eye-opening and make people understand the merits of cruising. So the next slide, just want to give you a quick update of what's new at CLIA. 2024 membership, of course, is open, and I cannot believe that we've already had more than 53,000 travel trade members sign up for 2024. We're probably going to exceed our record last year, which was 62,803. Looks like we're going to probably hit closer to 70,000 members in the United States and Canada, and they fall into the categories of travel agency membership and individual agent membership. And if you've never been a member of CLIA, please do consider what I'm about to say in terms of the value of CLIA membership and what the benefits are. And we would love to have you come on board. You can use the QR code to learn more information about CLIA membership. And if you are a CLIA member, a loyal CLIA member, thank you so much for your support and your steadfast membership. Again, it is our honor to serve all of you. The next slide goes into the reasons why our travel trade members join us. You know, every year we put out a survey and ask for the top reasons why travel advisors join CLIA. Invariably, despite all of the financial benefits and rewards and discounts that there are, the number one reason is credibility. So when you are an approved CLIA member, you are a credible seller of cruise travel in the United States or Canada. And that goes a long way, ladies and gentlemen. We do provide you with the official credentials, which are the Embark ID, the photographic credentials that prove if you're an individual agent member of CLIA, or your CLIA certificate if you're an agency owner, a travel agency member of CLIA. We provide you with the credentials that prove your legitimacy to the cruise lines and to other suppliers. We also give you the opportunity to gain expertise. So especially for those of you who are travel agency members or travel agency owners, you want your advisors to not only join CLIA, but to seek out the CLIA certification, which is the only official industry certification of the cruise industry. It actually allows you to put those post-nominal letters at the end of your name. Those are educational credentials, and it gives you the recognition with suppliers. Again, our suppliers are seeking out the list of CLIA members every single week. We validate the members every week for our cruise lines, and they want to know who are the members who are pursuing certification, who are taking courses, going to professional development, going to Cruise 360. They want to know who our members are that are active with CLIA and learning more about how to professionally represent cruise travel. So it's no coincidence that the folks who achieve one or more levels of CLIA certification and work their way up the ladder of certification find themselves getting invited to all sorts of really interesting industry events. It's because the cruise lines look very closely at who's doing what, and that's how they determine who are the movers and shakers. And the most important thing I can tell you today is that CLIA membership is designed to, number one, make you money and to save you money. We do that, make you money through all of our bonus commissions. I'll talk about that in a second, and save you money through our discount program. So the next slide goes into some of the top benefits, the top 5. I mentioned the fact that we verify your status for our cruise lines every single week. We do that every Friday morning because they want to know who's part of CLIA, and that membership roster grows every single week. It grows and grows and grows. We do offer every single member, whether you're a travel agency member or an individual agent member, approximately $2,500 in bonus commissions. Those are generously furnished by our cruise line members, including Virgin Voyages, who's about to present momentarily. We thank our cruise line members and river marketing affiliates for the generous bonus commissions that they offer our members. It helps you pay for your CLIA membership every year, and it helps put extra money in your pocket besides that. I already mentioned the Embark ID, which are the photographic credentials for individual agent members. It also gives you the ability to list yourself on the consumer-facing CLIA Agent Finder, which we have about 22,000 consumers that find CLIA. We're really a trade organization, not a consumer-facing organization, but they find us through Google searches and so forth. And so on every page of the CLIA website is our CLIA Agent Finder. Well, guess what? For only $20 US, $19.99 US, you can list yourself for all of 2024 on the CLIA Agent Finder. So I've spoken with so many agents who have gotten leads from this valuable tool. And if you want more information, you can visit cruising.org and check it out, log into your MyCLIA online membership portal. And again, you get access to our professional development, the certification, which helps to give you further credibility and expertise. The next slide, believe it or not, we're planning our Cruise 360 right now. I'm deep in preparations for Cruise 360. It is a sold-out event. It's next week, April 16th. For those of you on the webinar who are going to Cruise 360, we cannot wait to see you in sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And for those of you who may have missed out this year, please don't worry, because next year we're going to have an incredible Cruise 360 in 2025. We should be opening registration in late July, if not early August. And it will be the 50th anniversary of CLIA and the 20th anniversary of Cruise 360. So we want you to be there in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's going to be in late April again. And that's it from me. The final slide, I just want you to see my contact information once more. Please reach out to me if I can be of any service to you or my team. We are happy to help you. And thank you so much. I'm going to turn it over now to my esteemed cruise industry colleague, Sean Russo with Virgin Voyages.
Thank you so much, sir. I do appreciate you. You have a great rest of your day and can't wait to hear all the successes from Cruise 360.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Ahoy. My name is Sean, and I'm going to be taking you through a little bit more around Virgin Voyages as a whole. So any questions that do pop up, feel free to throw them in the chat. But really what we're doing today is learning a little bit about how to set sail with Virgin Voyages, the adult-only cruise line that's going to not only drive profits into your pockets and your agency's pockets, but also create this fun, memorable experience for your sailors. So we are officially the world's #1 cruise line by voted from some of our industry colleagues, not only from Cruise 360, from our friends at Travel and Leisure Magazine and Condé Nast, but from wonderful advisors like yourself. So thank you so much for all the accreditations and all of the nominations and votes that you do. So we do truly appreciate you. Now, Sir Richard Branson has always been a disruptor in whatever industry he puts his hands in, including the cruise industry, right? When we look at the cruise industry as a whole, about 95% of the world's population have never stepped foot on a cruise. But there's many reasons why those individuals may have not. It could be economical, it could be environmental, or it could be something that is on cruises that they just don't enjoy, or they perceive that they don't enjoy. So what our challenge was really to create an experience that caters to people who don't like what currently exists out there. And we've been quite successful thus far, but we've done it really around the fundamentals of being young at heart and for everyone who really enjoys life, right? Now, Sir Richard Branson wanted to create a cruise line for over 30 years now. And it was always around, this is going to be a cruise line for 20-year-olds, and it's going to be a cruise line for 30-year-olds, and so forth and so on. And that mirrored Sir Richard Branson's actual progression of his own age. But really, it's all about the young at heart, right? People that want to enjoy life and aren't really too worried about systems and processes, and kind of just really loving and enjoying life. And we do this through what we call our points of difference, or what I like to say, not our secret sauce, right? Because we're very forthcoming with this information, because we think it's important to understand where we're coming from. So first and foremost, of course, we're adults only. We love to have people 18 plus to join us on our experiences. We have unparalleled different food and beverage service. Before we started the webinar, we were talking with Charles over there around the idea of like just that amazing food and those the details that are put into every cocktail that are made. We are also very proud, not only from Virgin Voyages, but Virgin as a whole, to be very inclusive. We want people to celebrate themselves and not feel like they have to conform to enjoy an experience. We want them to enjoy it because who they are and how amazing and beautiful they are. And we do that also through our wonderful cruise service. So it makes people feel comfortable, feel like they are those true rock stars when they're on board one of our lady ships. But the idea of adults only really focuses around getting into a market where adults can be adults, where we've designed our ships around that idea of play and fun and not taking ourselves too seriously. Our ships themselves are designed with small, more intimate spaces. So each room, each venue has its own soundtrack and vibe. Heck, every single restaurant has its own cutlery and plates and stuff like that. Every piece of detail is around adults. We also want that idea of, and this is our idea of that diversity inclusion, is we want you to come and sail as you are. So we've got away from any formal nights. Heck, we don't even have a dress code. Now, that doesn't mean that people don't dress up. People dress up because they want to, not because they're told. No one's going to be turned away from the main, specialty restaurants because they're wearing shorts. People can be their authentic self, right? Because when people are their authentic self, they're most comfortable. They break down the barriers to communication, and they really enjoy one another's company. And I think that's really key as we move forward in this world. Now, what I wanted to do moving forward is I want to play a little bit of a game. So it's a bit of education, but also to see how much stuff you know about Virgin Voyages. So this is a fun little game that I call Holy Ship Bullshit, right? And literally it's the easiest game. So it's a true or false game. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some statements into the chat. And what I would like you to do is, if you think it's true, you basically put holy ship, or HS if you want to short form it, in the chat. If you think it's false, put bullshit or BS. And then we'll see how smart and how well you've listened to some of our trainings or such like that thus far. So the first question should be a really easy one. We welcome children under 18 on board. Is this a holy ship or a bullshit? And it's that anticipation of waiting to see if people are listening and throwing things in the chat. I got some BS. Love it. Love it. Good. Smart group over here. It is absolutely right. It is BS or bullshit. Now, our sailors themselves, like I said, are young at heart. They love to enjoy themselves. They're open-minded. They like to have conversations with people and interacting. Now, people always say, well, Sean, what's that average age? Okay. It's 49, but I want you to forget that, because if you put two 49-year-olds respectfully in a room together, they're going to want and need different things. We need to start learning about what makes people tick, what they're really looking for on their experience, and that will transcend any age, right? We can't control how old we are. We control how we feel, and on a personal, like, I remember years ago, I went on my first river cruise, and my travel agent, yes, I have my own travel agent, said to me, you know what, you're going to be out of place. You're going to be the youngest person on the cruise. And I'm like, doesn't matter. I think I'm going to enjoy it. And I love that experience because it was something different, right? And I felt like the products and such like that was offered by that river cruise really aligned with my values and what I want to experience. And that's really what people have when they come on our ships. But the perfect sailor for us is really, if you're looking for who do I target? Start looking at people that love those adult-only, all-inclusive resorts, right? They love that idea of being pampered. They love children, but they maybe don't want to hang out with them on holidays. That they're forward-thinking. They are respectful of people's different choices, lifestyles, or whatnot, and they're looking for that sophisticated experience, right? Nothing with a white glove kind of experience, but something where they can really, really enjoy themselves and feel pampered throughout that journey. All right, the next question is, there are over $1,000 worth of extras included in a voyage fare. Is this a holy ship or a bullship? All right, looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good. Smart group of people. I love that. It is a holy ship. And this is really where, when you're starting to present our product aligned with the other great cruise lines that you offer, it's really about the perception of value, right? And that always included luxury. That $1,000 we talk about is basically what's in there already. Things that you're getting paid commission on because it's reflective in the fare, and two, something that your clients don't have to worry about, a cruise line charging them on board, coming away with a bill, or whatever the case may be. So we've got all of our dining options available for you. They're all included in there. We'll go a little bit more into the dining. All those gratuities are already built into the fare, so you're not allowed to tip on our ship. You don't have a bill when you disembark at the end with like a per day per diem on gratuities. Your Wi-Fi, and we call it your basic Wi-Fi, but enough to do everything but Zoom and Netflix and chill, basically, is included in there. And it's up to 2 devices per sailor, not per cabin, per sailor. You also have all of our wonderful group fitness classes included, all those essential beverages, so the things that keep us alive, and for me, caffeinated. So your flat water, your sparkling water, your sodas, as well as your drip coffees and teas, and your non-pressed juices, and of course our award-winning entertainment is all included. Now, when you compare us to those respective contemporary brands and premium brands, we are probably going to be a little bit more expensive up front. Right. And that's where we rely on you, our wonderful advisor partners, or internally, as we call you, our first mates, to really articulate to your clients what is included, what's on that previous slide, and really relate that to what they're looking for in that experience. So if they are foodies and they really love enjoying, great food or whatever the case may be, the fact that they don't have to pay anywhere from 50 to 100 US dollars per person to sit in a specialty restaurant, that's huge value for them, right? Because all of those dining experiences are included. If someone is a little bit of a health nut and really likes to carry their healthy regime over, I was on another ship where I like to do morning yoga, and it cost me 15 US dollars a day to do yoga. This stuff is all included with us. And at the end of the day, when we look at some of the fair and flexible policies as well, we're going to be actually more economical in the long run for your clients. So that's really what's important. The idea of being fair and flexible as well is, we never want to take advantage of someone's misfortune. So if someone needs to change their voyage up to 45 days prior, there's no fee to do that. Sure, there could be a difference in fare, but we don't actually have like an administration fee or whatever the case may be. No sweat. You can't go this day, but you can go that day. We'll move it over. In addition, we also understand that sometimes last minute things happen, right? And maybe they didn't protect their investments through travel insurance, even though I know you sold it or you recommended it. Now, this is not to replace travel insurance by any stretch, but this one gives you the opportunity to change both the names on the file up to 48 hours prior, just because, as we say, at Virgin Voyages, ship happens, and we want to be as accommodating as possible. The next question is in regards to the bar tab. So the bar tab is our approach to the drink package, right? And I guess the question I'll ask right now is, bar tab always free? Is this a holy ship or a bullshit? This one's usually a divided one, so let's see what the audience says on here. We got Susan says BS, BS. Okay, all right. Got a smart group here today. I love this. So that's actually a bullshit. So the bar tabs are different. So we'll run promotions every once in a while, and right now we have a promotion up to the 17th of April. So people that have sailed with us before are now in what we call our sailing club. They have the opportunity to get some free bar tabs on us if you book them before the 17th. So take a look for that. But what we do with the bar tab is we allow you and your sailors to have the flexibility on what they're going to have. Long gone are where you have to force someone to buy a package of beverages just because the person they're sailing with has to. Bar tabs start at $100, and they're in $100 increments. But the benefit of a bar tab is simply, we will give, being Virgin Voyages, will give your clients free money to spend. So for $100, they get 10 extra. For $200, they get 25, and for $300, they get 50. That is the only benefit for your sailors in terms of a bar tab, right? That doesn't change the prices of alcohol or anything like that, but we give them the complimentary ones. And of course, these are all available at 10% commission back to you, our wonderful first mates. Next question is, we've won over 30 awards in 2023, and this is just my humble brag from the brand itself. Are we holy shipping here, or are we bullshipping here? All right. Thank you very much. And you know what, you people saying holy ship, I know you did vote for us, so we do appreciate that. And I hope to get your wonderful vote in the Baxter Awards this year as well. So holy ship, that's true, right? And these are the fundamentals, right? It's nice to be recognized by our wonderful peers, but it's also being recognized by our wonderful sailors. And one of the awards that really is true to my heart is that Cruise Critics Award, where we became the first brand ever to sweep every single award, including Best Cruise Line overall, Best Dining, Best Cabins, Best Service, and Best Value, right? And out of all of those awards from Cruise Critic, Best Value is important because at the end of the day, you could have all of those things, you know, hitting high, but if someone doesn't walk off your product and go, that was a really great experience and I see a fair value, then we've done ourselves a disservice. So it's really important to have that Best Value Award for us. Now, when we look at our ships themselves, they're really easy to sell, really easy to navigate because all four of our ships are all the same, but just slightly different. And what I mean by different is there's different art installations, there's different textures in the rooms, but the fundamental layout of all of our ships are the same. So they're all at that 2,770 capacity, 912 feet length, and 110 gross tons, right? But when it comes to the ships themselves, it's all about the experience you have within the ship, right? The entertainment, the food when you get off the ship. And we're going to start really by navigating through some of our wonderful cabin allotments. So we're very proud to say that 86% of our cabins are our sea terraces or our balconies, right? So people, when they're on a cruise, they want to have that extension outdoors. They want to see the beautiful world around them. However, we do have some insider rooms as well, but 86% of our cabins are those wonderful sea terraces. Now, as we start to navigate through them, we start with our insider rooms, right? And our insider rooms are actually divided into three separate categories within it. You have our traditional insider, which is pictured here. You know, this is set up as a matrimonial. However, it can be broken into two beds. We also have our social insider. So that's a quad experience. So people that want to be a little bit more economical and share a room with their friends or family, whatever the case may be. Then we have that solo insider. And that is a perfect example of one of the cabins that don't carry a single supplement. Moving up, we have one with a view, aptly named the Sea View, and this is divided into two different categories. You have our matrimonial one set up again that can be broken into two beds, as well as some that will have a third bunk that comes down from the ceiling. Or there is that solo Sea View room. Again, no single supplement option. Whether you pick the Insider solo or the Sea View solo, those rooms do sell out fast. So if you have solo travelers that are looking to take advantage of that no single supplement, I'd highly recommend that you secure these ones earlier because they are the first cabins to sell out. We then move into our sea terraces, and this is what that 86% is. That's that major majority of our experiences. This has got that iconic red hammock in pretty much all of them. There are some near the front of the ship just based on the way the actual balcony is designed, that we have a hanging egg chair, I call it instead, still super comfortable. But we have that outdoor experience. And then for you, our wonderful first mates, when you come on board and you experience some of our products through our first mate or agent rates, we put you in these rooms as well. So we want you to experience what, you know, the majority of the sailors are going to experience. We then move into what we refer to as our Rockstar quarters. And our Rockstar quarters are our suites. And our suites are divided into our regular Rockstar quarters and then our Mega Rockstar quarters. So when we look at these, we've got a couple things that are really unique to our product. So the first thing is they all have access to Richard's Rooftop, which is a private oasis just for our Rockstar clients. They have an in-room bar where the first round of bottles is on us. And they also have access to early bookings of their dining as well as their short excursions. And of course, they've got a concierge. But the next one is the Mega Rock Stars, and this is really where you can take someone that wants to live life like a rock star and really put them into that place. So they have all those things that I mentioned before from our regular Rockstar suites, but they also have a daily bar tab. So every drink, $25 or under, is on us. So they can roll up to the bar, tap their bracelet, and they're not getting charged for that, right? Only champagne, high-end scotches, and wine pretty much are charged. They also have daily access to the spa. So if they want to go use the plunge pools, the saunas, and such like that, go nuts. It's all included. They also have complimentary transfers or parking in one of our ports, as well as they have an in-room bar that is bottomless. So as they go through it, if they want to have a little party or soiree in their room, all the power to them. We will replenish those bottles whenever possible, and they get access to that premium Wi-Fi. So basically, the idea of having the ability to do Zoom, Teams, whatever platform for like video conferencing, as well as those Netflix and chill kind of ideas, all included in there. What I'm going to do now is actually I've got a quick little video to showcase our Rockstar Suites, because really you can't be a Rockstar Suite unless you actually have a Rockstar in there.
Hi, Jerry. Have you boarded yet?
Aye, aye, Captain. It's so lovely.
I really need you to give our new suites the Rockstar test drive.
I won't let you down. Yeah, right, Richard.
How are you getting on, Jerry? Hello? Is everything all right? I know I should have asked Nick.
And again, that idea of having that Rockstar endorsed experience, right? So thanks to my good friend, the Spice Girl there. So when we move into the next part, it's really around understanding of, like I said before, what your clients are looking for, right? Because age is only one aspect. And we divide our clients really into four kind of subsections or personas. The foodies, the people that like health and wellness, the adventure, and the socialite. And that's where this presentation is going to veer off to now, is around understanding how you can speak to your clients if they identify in one of these groups. Now, they could be in multiple groups depending on the time of the day, even for the whole journey. Really, it's just around articulating and romancing those specific things to them, so they get hooked, they get excited, and you can ultimately close that sale. So when we look at our foodies are the people that, live and breathe by food. So they're the ones grabbing their phones, taking Instagram photos. They're really looking for, unique dishes, nice pairings, and really just really enjoying their dining experience. It's not necessarily a sense of fuel only. It's about a whole overall experience. And we like to surprise and delight when on board our ships. So the idea of here is really around that there are no buffets on our ship, right? I know some people love buffets, but I don't. We're really about that fresh made to order experience, that elongated dining experience where people can really enjoy themselves and the people that are around, right? And we do this by including all of what other cruise lines will call their specialty restaurants included in the fare. So you simply make a reservation like you would at home. Very, very easy. Now, when you look at the dining experiences, I want to kind of touch base on some of these dining experiences. So the first one is the Wake, which is our steak and seafood restaurant, also available for brunch. This is your upscale steak and seafood restaurant. It's glitz and glam kind of experience, and it's absolutely beautiful. We then move into Gumbe, which is more of a hyper social kind of experience. So this got a little bit louder music. We will pair you up with other sailors. So they're tables of 6, 8, and 10, depending on the configuration of the actual room. And this is where we have Korean barbecue. So this is where we sit down, we grill our meats, but usually the waiters and waitresses take care of that for you. And a great mix of meat, vegetables, and seafood options available. Razzle Dazzle is our vegan and vegetarian forward restaurant. This has what we refer to as that naughty menu. So the nice part is that vegan plant-based experiences. The naughty one is any of our carnivore kind of experiences, but it's that nice blend. It's also available for breakfast and brunch, and then of course for dinner. Extra virgin is probably one of my favorites. It's that regionally inspired Italian cuisine, right? An amazing selection of wine. This is perfect for that family style dining. I love when people sit down with whoever they're dining with, and they basically order the whole menu, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, but fresh made pastas, and you can't leave without having that amazing affogato cart right at the end. For something a little bit different and thinking outside of the taco, if you were, we've got our pink agave, which won best dining at sea from our friends or last year. And this is what I love about this one is not only are they colorful, vibrant flavors, but it also is an option where, you know, every item except one item is gluten free. So for anyone with food sensitivities or preferences, this is a really great place to go. Now, anyone that has any like gluten intolerances, they can still be accommodated at every single one. This one just has the biggest diversity in that specific restaurant, which is quite nice. And then we have the largest mezcal and tequila collection at sea. For something completely different, however, we've got the test kitchen, which is our gastronomy kitchen. Allows us to like kind of peel back the layers or the curtain, if you were, between the back of the house and the front of the house, where we give our chefs a really great opportunity to kind of flex their culinary muscles to break down core ingredients and really present them in a different, unique way. So when you come to this restaurant, it's actually a prefix menu, and it's only gonna say one item for each of them. So the main ingredient for each of the courses, and then we allow it up to our chefs to create stuff. And I'll touch base on this as well because we got a brand new menu coming up very soon for the test kitchen, which I'm excited for. And last but not least, replacing where other cruise lines have their buffets or whatnot, we have the galley. And the galley is like a food hall, but it's a sit-down experience, right? So you sit down, there's a little flag you push up, and a waiter or waitress will come by, and you can order from multiple different eateries like paninis, ramen, tacos, all-day breakfast, burgers, soup, salads, sushi, whatnot. It gives you this really great opportunity to have a little bit of everything, and it's available all throughout the day. Now, most restaurants are open for breakfast and lunch. Dinner, we kind of swap out some of them because most people in the other ones, but there's always food available here, which is really nice. Now, to kind of tee that up, because we've just been looking at stills, I want to show a video highlighting both our food as well as some of our beverage activations. Again, that's all included in that voyage fare when you sell it to your clients. And heck, if they want to sit down and have 2 steaks for dinner, all the power to them, right? We're not going to kick them out. But when you have such great food, sometimes that lends towards, you got to work that off a little bit, right? But that's where we focus around that wellness aspect. So these are for people that have the healthy regime at home and want to carry it forward, or heck, they want to start a regime. So we want to create experiences that are there for everyone. So first and foremost, our gyms. So we call our gyms the B complex, and it's actually divided into 2. So there's build and balance on one side and bike and burn on the other one. You have all of our group fitness classes included in this. So if people want to do bar classes, HIIT classes, Pilates, even our bungee aerobics, that's all included in the voyage fare, which is quite nice. Anytime you want to just use any of the apparatus, whether it's the actual machines, the free weights, whatever the case may be, you just go in there and you enjoy yourself. Now, for those that want to take their regime outside, we have some great body weight exercises and apparatuses outside, including our wonderful boxing rink. So if you've got some aggression you want to take out at your fellow travelers, you can do that as well with that, but it's just more of a fun experience outside. Now, for me, one of the things I love to do is spend my morning at the runway track. So this is our jogging and running track. It's got a fast lane and a slow lane if you were on there. Perfect place to have a nice little jog, a run, a walk around our beautiful ladyship and experiencing a 360 view of the surroundings of you. So really great experience. Some people also then will love that redemption spa. And remember, for those mega rockstar suites, you have daily access to here. Now, for everyone else, we have the opportunity to join here. You can buy a day pass, which is equivalent to 3 hours in there. It's more economical on a port day, but you have a port day and a sea day one, as well as you can use the spa for any therapies. So if you want to do massages, acupuncture, whatever the case may be, you can do that all in the spa area. And to be the first, we are also the first brand to include a tattoo parlor on our ship, so you can get you can tattoo your permanent souvenir for your holiday. You can also do piercings as well as permanent makeup as well. And this is a really unique and different experience. And just as a hot tip, if you have clients that are interested in this experience, I highly recommend going down to Squid Ink on the first night, because it does sell out extremely fast, right? Especially if they've got something that's a bit of a larger piece they want to create. But it's a really great and fun experience that I have personally experienced a few times. Now I've got one more video, or I guess two more videos, but one more video here as well that's going to highlight a little bit more around this healthy and wellness regime. And all of these videos that I'm showing on here are available on firstmates.com under our marketing resources. So if you want to use them for any of your social media or whatever the case may be, do not have to ask permission. You can go ahead and utilize those. Now, for the adventurers. Now, the adventurers for us are the people that get off the ship and experience the beautiful ports of call that we visit. And I really encourage people to get off the ship. I know it's a beautiful ship, and I know there's some people that never get off the cruise. But please do, because that's the joy of travel, is actually experiencing the people and the culture of the people and places of the world. Now, we do these things called short things. Now, short things for us is how we do these excursions. Now, what these are more small, more intimate groups. So literally as low as 6 people in some of these groups, and then they cap out usually around 20, 22, depending on it. For those that work with accessible clients, we do have a list of short excursions that are available for people with disabilities, which is really great. And you can always talk to myself or your sales manager if I've got any of our American friends on here to help assist with that. The benefit of these as well is they do sell out fast. Okay, so when you book your clients, we want to make sure that they're taking a look at these. It's actually also more economical to buy in advance. All right, because the price on the ship is a couple bucks extra if still available, and if they book early, you get commission, which is also really great, right? At 10%. Now, we like to design these in around different moods, different experiences that people want, right? So if they want a relaxing experience, we got them. If they want something that's more of a once in a lifetime, we have that. Heck, if they want to do something that our founder, Sir Richard Branson, loves to do, we've got Richard's short list, which is really great. But these are all focused around, regardless of what the theme kind of is around sustainability, right? We want to have respect and appreciation for the people, the planet, the animals around us. So they're all focused around there, and they've been certified, which is something that's very important to us as a brand. Now, last but not least, in terms of the profile of clients, this is where we call the socialite, right? And this is, 9 out of 10 times when someone says to me, "Oh, I've heard about Virgin Voyages, it sounds like a party ship," this is who they're thinking about, right? And I'm not gonna lie, we have some really great experiences. I won't even call them parties. Like, we have some really great experiences on board our ship. But if you don't like to do it, or your sailors don't like to do it, there's no shame in that. I'm very comfortable saying that most of the time I'm in bed by 10 o'clock, so I'm not seeing some of these experiences because I like to be up early. So there's different strokes for different folks. I like to say the fact that you can do Yubu kind of approach where you just enjoy yourself. But for those that like to socialize, that part of their experience is this networking and just fun playfulness, we've got some really great experiences for you. And we really start that off with the first night. And the first night's where we have this pajama party under the stars. And this is that opportunity for you to go enjoy yourself, right? And remember yourself as a child, right? I always have fond memories of being a child and going to my best friend's house and going to the basement. We'd be in our pajamas. We'd be ordering pizza and having like marshmallows and all sorts of stuff. And we'd just be silly, right? We would stay up late. We'd probably watch some questionable television. And we just enjoy ourselves in our pajamas. That's what this is. So it's an adult version. So you can wear whatever pajamas you feel comfortable in. And what we'll do is we'll dance the night away and we'll bring milk and cookies out at the end of the night. Just a fun, different experience, really to get people in the mood and also to network with other travelers that are there. We've also got away from the formal nights, but what we've done is we've created Scarlet Night. So Scarlet Night is around love. Heck, everything we do at Virgin Voyages is around love, understanding, and respect, right? What this is a story of a sailor who fell in love with an octopus. Now, I don't know about you, but in any world that I know of, that is physically impossible. However, what the metaphor around this is different strokes for different folks attract. I'm sure your parents said to you at one point in your life that opposites attract. That is the premise of who we are as a business. We're not all the same, and that is perfectly okay, and that's what makes us beautiful as society. The Scarlet Night is just that. It's a celebration of love and understanding. So we encourage people to wear a splash of red, enjoy one another's company, and heck, if you want to, jump in the pool, get a little wet, and be a little silly. We also then will carry that over, as well as some other nights, into the Manor, which is our 2-level nightclub that is named after Sir Richard Branson's first recording studio. This is also home for, when you saw that video on the health and wellness, that where they were doing the aerobics, that's our 80s workout is in there. It's also, we've got some great dinner theater and other shows in this area. And this photo is probably the most iconic photo that anyone will ever take while they're on the ship, because people love to take photos in this mirrored entrance, but that's the entrance to the Manor if you do see that. Now, for those that like to gamble, we've got a small but what we call mighty experience, kind of reminiscent of like a 70s Vegas kind of movie. We also believe in natural light. We don't necessarily want people to live their life in the casino. So we want people to go, oh, it's light out, or oh, it's getting dark, I need to get ready for dinner. So you'll see some natural light in there as well. And if we have any clients that are smokers, there is an in-room smoking just in the back of the casino. That's usually a question people have. And for other people that do smoke, we can smoke outside as well. So that's just a little bit about the casino and stuff. And my last video I have for this presentation is around the different shows and entertainment. And when you see this, you'll really appreciate that we don't recycle other shows, meaning, so we don't take a Broadway show and try to adapt it to the ocean. We've actually created shows that are now touring on Broadway and throughout Europe. But here's that video. And of course, when we're on board, part of that celebration is also around the ability just to be spontaneous, right? So we do have this wonderful program in partnership with our friends at Moet, where you literally can grab your phone, load up the app, give it a quick little shake, and a bottle of champagne will show up everywhere. Now, it's a chargeable experience, but nevertheless, something a little bit fun to celebrate the fact that, heck, it's Wednesday, it's a birthday, anniversary, whatever the heck you really want, and just have some fun with the people around you or the loved one you're with. So when it comes to the ships themselves, we go pretty much where the weather is warm. So our girls right now, we call them lady ships, are not in the cold weather, but you can see here a quick little snapshot of where we are. So we're primarily based in the Caribbean as well as in Europe. And we're kind of flip-flopping, specifically Europe, a little bit different for 2025. So right now for 24, it's primarily based out of Portsmouth, Barcelona, and Athens. Next year, we're going to bring in Iceland. We're going to bring in Norway. We've got Scotland, some really cool different itineraries, testing the waters, also giving our clients that have been to Europe with us already something different to look forward to. But one of the things that is really great when you're out of our beautiful Port Miami and Terminal V is a stop at our beach club in Bimini. This is where we get the larger pools. Everything carries over from the ships. All the meals are included. Your bar tabs carry over. And we have a little bit of fun on there. So it's a great way of ending kind of a holiday in the Caribbean. And one of my favorite places to visit. Now, for you, as we wrap up this presentation, you're our first mates. That's how we call you, because in nautical terms, you got the captain, and then the first mate is that second in charge. We need you. We need your support. We need your understanding to help us grow our business and ultimately provide an experience for your clients and be brilliant to do business with. And we start that off by making sure that we have the respect level for you and your hard work. So we are very proud to provide a base commission of 16% on all voyage fares, giving you that opportunity to earn good money based on your recommendation, your sale. And as mentioned before, things like the bar tab, shore excursions, and such are all commissionable at 10%. In addition, we're very proud since the beginning to have no NCFs, and we continue to have that because we want to value our partnership together and not put money in respective little funds that you don't have access to. So you feel confident with us when it comes to selling that you're going to make that great commission and not have to worry about any NCFs as well with that. We also want to provide a really fun and robust training program, because training is important. Not only is it going to give you a better understanding of who we are, it's going to give you that confidence to go out to your audience and say, I recommend a Virgin Voyage to you. So if you're not registered for us, please ensure that you go to our wonderful website, firstmates.com, and click on Become a First Mate. Once you're registered to do business with us, you will have access to our training program, which is Academy. It's divided into 4 different tiers with some great benefits associated. Just like Clea, investing in yourself, we want you to invest in yourself. So when you hit Scarlet, if you make your first reservation within 90 days, you have that opportunity to fill out a form to either get $100 in bonus commission if you sold in US dollars, or $125 if sold in Canadian dollars. In addition, once you hit silver, you have access to our agent rates, which we just pushed out some brand new ones for the Mediterranean for this summer at $100 per day, and you can bring someone with you. You're in a balcony. As well as gold, you have access to some great incentives, contests, and fam trips that come up. And of course, we have our wonderful Let's Go book technology, basically a personalized individual link that you can share with your network to make reservations. So your clients can actually make their own reservation if they want. You don't actually have to do it, and you still get that full commission, which is quite nice. Now, the final slides of me is what's going on in the market right now, because it's important to understand who we are, but it's also important to say what you can give your clients, right? So these are our current promotions. So the first and foremost, we've got our brand new promotion that started at the end of April, which will run till, the end of March, which will run till the end of May. And this is our wonderful Passport to Sunlight savings. So we've got a 3-tiered buy one, get the second sailor offer if you divide it out, per client. So for any Mediterranean bookings, we've got up to 80% off that second sailor. For any repositioning cruises, we've got that same 80% off the second sailor, or 40 and 40. And then for anything in the Mediterranean, 24 and 25, we've got up to 70% off. So these are available in our Sea Terrace categories, which is great. And it also includes all those wonderful things like our fair and flexible and always included luxury in there as well. We also have a new program that launched last month that has been selling like crazy. We're almost full on a couple of them, which is really nice. But giving clients that opportunity that are digital nomads that can work from anywhere in the world, an opportunity to live a month or 28 days to be exact on board one of our lady ships. So starting at $9,990 US per couple, so based on double occupancy, they will have the opportunity to live for a month out of Barcelona or out of Athens. So really great opportunities there. They will all be in a central sea terrace. And what's nice about these ones as well is they'll have access to Richard's rooftop, which traditionally our sea terrace guests don't have access to, which is nice. Last month, we also introduced some brand new ports. So we're bringing our Resilient Lady down into San Juan starting this upcoming fall. And she's got 9 beautiful new itineraries, including some beautiful new ports of call, including Cartagena, so a couple of new St. Martin, St. Vincent's, as well as Dominica as well. So some nice new itineraries are going from 7 to 11 days in length. So take a look at those. And as I mentioned before, around Test Kitchen and a new menu, we're bringing back our Eat and Drink Festival. So these are basically our July departures. I mean, the first one starts on June 30th, regardless of what ship you're on. This is not an upcharge. It's just included in there. So what's really nice is every ship is going to have the first ever Asian night market. So if you're in Southeast Asia and experience a night market experience, we're doing it on the ship. So I'm really looking forward to this. We're bringing back our 7C sippers, try to say that 10 times fast, which is like a scavenger hunt around beverages on the ship. We're going to have a brand new menu in the test kitchen. So if you've been there before and you want to try something different, we've got that there. We're also going to open up a new venue, our secret speakeasy, which is quite fun. And of course, we've got all sorts of different activations, little set menus here and there, specialty dishes across every single one of our restaurants, which is going to be a heck of a lot of fun. So with that, I just wanted to conclude. I will open the floor to any questions that people do have. But in closing, here's my contact information. So you've got my telephone number available there. If you'd like to scan the left one, that is my business card. If you're a Canadian advisor and you're not in our Facebook group yet, please do join. That's the middle one. That's where I'll provide you with a lot of different insights, promotions, but most importantly, a lot of things that you can literally copy and paste onto your own socials, making life a lot easier for you. And the last one is our firstmates.com resource over there. So I'll leave this on the screen there. And then I'll take a look at the questions as well. So I see one question here in regards to the single supplement for the larger, for the long itineraries. So we have those two categories: the insider, the solo insider, and solo sea view. Regardless of what itinerary it is, it has no single supplement if you book those categories. Now, I can't tell you off the top of my head what the availability is for any of those, but you can always look on firstmates.com or give our call center a call. Next question is there First Mate rates available to experience it firsthand? Absolutely. All you need to do is complete the training at least up to silver, and then you basically have access to our First Mate rates. And if you're looking to where they are on firstmates.com under tools and guides and under First Mate rates. And basically, once you've hit that training threshold, your file will be updated as well. So then you can just give us a call and say, hey, I want this First Mate rate on this date that was published, and they'll take care of you and book you for that. Also, can't forget the fact that we had a wonderful door prize. I'm looking at it right now. It's out of reach, but I've got some really great prizes that I'm going to send out, and I wanted to congratulate our winner. So our winner of our wonderful door prize, or whatever the case, whatever you want to call this, is a big bag of goodies, let's call it that way, is Diana St. Hill from Next Divine Vacations in Toronto. So congratulations. Our friends at Baxter Media will reach out, make sure we got your contact information, and I will post this in the mail, whether it be tomorrow or Friday, so you should get that next week. Back to the questions on the side. Glenda, thank you so much. We are working on looking at doing some potential spec group space as well. Take a look on your respective intranets or for any updating announcements on our end, and we'll see what we can do to help that out. I know there's been a lot of calls for Vancouver as a port. Remember, we've only got our 4 ships. I guess it's just a little wait and see. Kevin, in terms of any incentives for private groups, yes, there's a lot. What I would love to do is connect with you. So feel free to reach out to me. We'll set up some time and we'll talk a little bit about groups. I think that's it as of right now.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sean. That was super informative. And you really get the fun vibe came across through those videos. And I can't wait to go on one of these trips. So thank you so much.
No
and
problem.
Thanks for everyone who was submitting questions there. And also to Charlie Sylvia from CLIA for his introduction earlier. So everyone, as the webcast ends today, you will be redirected to the First Mates website so you can learn more on their website. We will be sending you the recording from today's webinar. The link will be emailed to you probably tomorrow. And you can find all of our past webcast recordings as well on travelpress.com. Our next webcast is on April 23rd with AMA Waterways. So please also be sure to sign up for that one. We hope to see you there. And with that, why don't we wrap up and have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. And thanks again to Sean and Virgin Voyages. Take care.
Have a great day, everyone.